How you doing, fight fans? This is Boxing Knowledge coming at you once again with another edition of my crazy thoughts on this sport that I love and hold so dearly to my heart. Yes, I'm referring to boxing, the sweet science. I've had a lot of time on my hands. I'm loving it, guys. I get to record more videos. I get to get a lot more done in regards to my hobby, which is boxing. Really trying to get more involved with my local LBC, my local box community, and provide these invaluable services, that our local programs really need, I guess, to discover more talent and just be a little bit more organized. So I've dedicated a lot of my free time to that. The reason why I have so much free time is because I'm no longer balancing two jobs and school full-time. I have a full-time job. Very blessed to say that I do have one. This economy, it's not so great. So I'm very, very, truly blessed to have a job. And I'm also a full-time college student, but we're on break right now. I will be entering the summer semester and taking one or two classes just to keep my brain going. Not as young as I used to be. I'm 25 years old. I'll be 26 shortly. And it's hard competing with these kids, when it comes to getting your education. But I don't want to talk about that, guys. I have a lot of free time, at least until the late July, early August. And nothing, guys. This video is a bit of a different video. It's talking about the potential opponents for Manny Pacquiao, just in case this fight with Floyd Mayweather Jr. falls through. And I will be doing another video on the potential opponents for Floyd Mayweather Jr. just in case, his team and Manny Pacquiao's team can't come to terms, But let's talk about it, guys. In my opinion, there are only three legitimate names that Manny Pacquiao could face if his mega fight with Floyd Mayweather Jr. falls through. All right. First of all, let's throw in. I want to dedicate the better half of this video talking about the guy on the top of the short list. My opinion, guys. Remember, and all my subscribers and those who are just passing through watching one of my crazy videos can feel free to comment and produce another short list if I'm mistaken. I got to go with Antonio Margarito. It's no secret that Bob Arum wants to keep the fighters within his stable to make more money. It's less of a hassle. It's smart business, Unfortunately, he's at the top of the short list. I say unfortunate because can you imagine a fight with Floyd Mayweather Jr. falling through and us having to settle for Antonio Margarito? I mean, any fighter who they put in front of Manny Pacquiao right now, who is not Floyd Mayweather Jr., we're gonna look at it with being disappointed. So yeah, it's very unfortunate. But guys, let's talk about Antonio Margarito. If these two guys were to fight, okay, Antonio Margarito and Manny Pacquiao, I think Manny Pacquiao would wipe the floor with Antonio Margarito. I don't think it's going to be close, whether it's UD or by KO. And to think, two years ago, we'll say, okay, to mention Manny Pacquiao's name in the mix with Antonio Margarito was unfathomable. Much less to think that Manny Pacquiao had a legitimate chance to beat Antonio Margarito. It's also unthinkable. Obviously, Sugar Shane Mosley proved that it can be done, and given the right style, it can be done easily. Okay? The reason why I'm choosing Manny Pacquiao to wipe the floor with Antonio Margarito, it's very simple. Styles make fights, guys. I must have said that, I don't know, at least a million times in my life. When you're picking opponents, you gotta go by styles. And Antonio Margarito is made to order for Manny Pacquiao. If Manny Pacquiao chooses not to engage and to outbox him the way that he did Oscar De La Hoya, he can outbox him. He's too quick. Margarito won't be able to catch up with Miguel Cotto. Now, what I'm going to say can be slightly controversial. I think Margarito has more punching power than Miguel Cotto, and has more punching power than anyone Manny Pacquiao's ever faced. So, you know, I give Margarito at best a puncher's chance. You know, if Margarito can catch Pacquiao numerous times, like Manny Pacquiao took a lot of hard shots from Miguel Cotto. I mean, his head was bouncing around. I don't know if he could take those same shots and not be affected with Margarito. If Margarito can pin Manny Pacquiao against the ropes, I think he can seriously hurt him. You know, I think he's got more punching power than Miguel Cotto. I mentioned that earlier. But anyway, I just don't see Margarito beating Manny Pacquiao. Okay, he comes straight forward. He fights in straight lines. Yeah, he's got a lot of power. Yeah, he's got a lot of punch resistance. He's got a heck of a beard. But Manny Pacquiao is gonna catch him all day coming in. I don't think that Margarito's chin's gonna hold up for 12 rounds, getting caught clean with flush, crisp shots. You know, for 12 rounds. I'm gonna look at it as a late stoppage by Manny Pacquiao. You know, I just don't see Margarito being able to provide us with enough technical boxing skills or a dazzling defensive performance to beat Manny Pacquiao. It's no secret that the key to beating Manny Pacquiao is counterpunching and boxing. And unfortunately, I just don't see Margarito having enough ability, or better yet said, not counterpunching ability, because he is a Mexican fighter. These guys are excellent at counterpunching, you know. But just like we've heard so many times before, Margarito is the quintessential Mexican boxer. Takes 5 to give you 2 hard shots. You take 5 shots from Manny Pacquiao, I mean, you know, it's gonna take a lot of the steam off your punches. So I gotta go with Manny Pacquiao to win outright, either unanimous decision or KO. I stand by a KO. You know, I challenge anyone to present an argument to sort of, you know, give me a contrast to my opinion. I just don't see Margarito beating Manny Pacquiao. I see Manny Pacquiao stopping Margarito. His style is made to order. He's going to come in, Manny Pacquiao's going to overwhelm him, and maybe because Margarito's chin is so... It took Antonio Margarito 8-9 rounds of getting hit clean in the head by big Sugar Shane Mosley power shots for him to go down in the end, and the ref stopped it. I see the same thing happening with Manny Pacquiao, maybe a little bit later on, you know, or Margarito's going to be a punching bag all night, and Pacquiao's going to cruise to an easy unanimous decision. That's what I think. So there you have it. There's my prediction with a potential matchup between Margarito and Pacquiao. I hope this fight never happens, especially pre-Mayweather. Post-Mayweather, I don't care. Pre-Mayweather, you know, this fight better not happen. But that's what I see. And last but not least, you know, I want to dedicate the last minute or so of this video to the 2 potential opponents. Number 1, Yuri Foreman. You know, it's no secret that, you know, that's been a potential matchup. Aaron's been wanting to match these 2 guys up. Assuming he gets past Miguel Cotto and he can't come to terms with Floyd Mayweather Jr., they're going to try to find a way to make this fight happen somehow. You know, that's going to be interesting. I don't want to get into the technical aspect of it. Yet I have to see Yuri Foreman against Miguel Cotto first to gain a little bit more knowledge to determine who do I believe is going to win that fight. Now, dare I say this? If Miguel Cotto can get past Yuri Foreman, I don't think I've done a prediction about that yet, but if Miguel Cotto can get past Yuri Foreman and become the WBA junior middleweight champ, dare I say a potential rematch, this time at a catch weight, which Miguel Cotto will have no problem doing, probably at 150, 151, for the WBA junior middleweight champion. I mean, the first fight was fireworks. It was crazy. So a second fight would be crazy too. You know, just one division north of welterweight. So that's also a possibility. You know, guys, I mean, can you imagine that? Manny Pacquiao and Miguel Cotto fighting again, this time at junior middleweight? That would be exciting. That's a fight I would not mind seeing, assuming Cotto gets past Foreman. Guys, I'm running out of time. Leave your comments. Don't forget to subscribe. And remember, boxing is intelligence.